What is going on, everyone? It is awesome here, and I am so excited to finally bring you guys a video about Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered multiplayer. Holy shit! I've been waiting so long. I've been so excited to play this. I got to play it early yesterday because the servers went live for Modern Warfare Remastered multiplayer earlier yesterday before launch for us to play if you got the digital edition, because we already had the multiplayer installed because of the campaign early access and all that stuff. So I've been playing for the past. I was playing a lot yesterday. I've been playing a bit today. I've been playing a bit of Infinite Warfare today. Playing a bit of Modern Warfare Masters today. Playing a bit of everything today. So. Oh my god, I'm just so excited to finally bring you guys a video about Modern Warfare Remastered. This game, this remaster, one, I have to give a lot of credit Raven Software deserves a ton of credit for bringing this game back, because I'm so glad they brought this game back, and the actual remaster itself is a phenomenal remaster. Everyone at Raven Software who worked on this did a fantastic job. This is, I think, I would honestly put this as one of the best remasters that we have had this generation. Like this console generation, we've had a ton of remasters of old games into the, from old games from last generation to the new generation. Like I had the Halo Master Chief Collection, Last of Us, the Uncharted Collection. I believe there was like a Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. GTA 5 came from last gen and new gen. There's just been a lot of remasters or ports, I should say, from the 7th gen consoles to the 8th gen consoles. And something I was worried about with Modern Warfare, when they announced they were mastering Call of Duty 4, I thought that it was just going to be lazy, slapped together upscaling, because back when this was first announced, everyone thought that Activision was probably just going to slap this in just so that they can sell a few Infinite Warfare copies. But Raven Software, this is a truly proper remaster. Like, everything has been updated on the presentation side. Everything has been updated, from the graphics, textures, the audio. Just everything has just been made a lot better. And they've even made a lot of other improvements to enhance the game. Like, they've added in combat records, they've added in new camos. I'm so glad they added in new camos, because that just adds a little more longevity and replayability to the game. They've added kill confirmed into Modern Warfare into COD 4 Remastered. They have, but they've still definitely have stayed true to the original. This game basically is a prettier, enhanced version of the original. But I'm serious. If you showed this to a guy that has never played COD 4, haven't seen any footage of COD 4, someone who's never heard of COD 4, I'm not necessarily never heard of COD 4, but has never seen any footage of COD 4 for whatever reason, and you showed them this, and you told them that it was a game from 2016, they'd probably believe you, because hell, Activision. They didn't even have to release Infinite Warfare. They could have just released this for like $20 or $30 and just scrapped it for Infinite Warfare altogether. And I think the community would have been fine. I honestly think the community would have been fine with it. Honestly, I would have been fine with it, because this is just an epic remaster. Again, this is one of the best remasters, I think. And I'm not just saying that just because I love COD 4 and I'm a big fan of COD 4. Like, I would probably say this is probably the best remaster out of all of them, as far as technically and technological wise. This is without a doubt probably the best remaster I've seen, probably ever. Because this remaster is just, the quality of the remaster is so good. Obviously, it's not the best remaster in terms of how you actually sell the product, but that's an entirely different conversation. But still, at the same time, this is very true to the original. very true to the original COD 4. Someone who's played a lot of the original COD 4, I really appreciate a lot of the things that they've tried to stay true to, and then some of the things that they've added in. They've added in like some new camos and stuff like that, like I've already said it earlier. And this game actually has reminded me of a few things that were in old Call of Duties that are not in old Call of Duties. Like, you see that bar at the bottom of the screen, you see that meter at the bottom of the screen, you know, with it looks like with the ranking insignias on each side. That's actually an XP bar. It shows that's basically your XP meter. And I really missed that about COD 4. The last one that was in was MW2. They took it out in Black Ops, but they took it out in the first Black Ops, actually. And like those little things like that, I really miss that. It's so helpful, honestly. Instead of just guessing how close you are to ranking up, you know, you can just look at you can just look at the bottom of the screen, and there you go. There's your XP meter, which I really like that. This also reminds me of I know I've talked a lot about this. I've beat this to death, but this really reminds me just how much I miss this. This really gritty, I guess you can probably say realistic or authentic take on Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty 4 is back when Call of Duty was gritty and intense and realistic, and I really miss that about the older games. You know, I brought that up in my campaign, my Modern Warfare Remastered campaign video, but it's true. Like, I really miss the boots on the ground style gameplay. This is definitely very boots on the ground, and I honestly, this is going to be my current Call of Duty for the next year. I will probably play this game for the whole year. Just because this Call of Duty 4, in my opinion, will have the longevity for me. One, because of the new camos that they've added, and two, because the core, to me, a lot of people when they think of longevity, they think of progression systems, challenges, things like that. For me personally, longevity is basically how long a game remains fun, and it doesn't necessarily need a progression system to do that. In my opinion, the core gameplay for Call of Duty 4 for Modern Warfare Remastered is so solid that I think it'll keep me coming back for a while. Probably until, I don't know, for a while. I can't exactly give you a time frame, but I'm pretty sure probably in May of 2017 when the next Call of Duty game is coming out, I'll probably still be playing this and still having a ton of fun. Not to mention the fact that the maps in there that are at launch aren't the fullest of maps. There's 6 more maps, and they're coming in December in a free update, which is nice. I'm so glad they're not. A lot of people would say, those maps should have been there at launch. Well, I agree with that. The maps definitely should have been in there at launch. At least we're getting them, and at least Activision, being the greedy, evil douchebag geniuses that they are, Activision, Raven Software, they're not charging for them, which is great. 'Cause that was one of my biggest worries. Like, oh god, they're gonna have 10 maps, and they're gonna have the rest of them be like paid $15 DLCs and shit like that. That's not happening. At least with the other 6 base game maps, which are Showdown, Block, Wetwork, Countdown. What are the other ones? I'm already forgetting the other 2. And then there's also the DLC maps, which are Killhouse Creek, Chinatown, and Broadcast. I would imagine if they are going to add those, that'll probably be in its own DLC pack, which probably $15 DLC pack, which I personally wouldn't be against it necessarily for paying $15 for those maps, just because I actually never technically paid for those DLC maps, because I only played those maps on the PC version, and those were free on the PC. Those were free on the PC version of Modern Warfare, so I wouldn't really mind, because I never technically paid for them. So, but anyways, I'm using my M16 here. I'm so glad they did not touch the weapon balance or anything like that, or the weapon stats or anything like that. Like, you see me here using the M16. This is without a doubt this is without a doubt one of my favorite guns in Call of Duty history. I love the M16A4 in this game. The M4 in this game is great. The MP5 in this game is great. I can't wait to unlock the G36C, which comes in at rank 27, which I will do eventually, which I will get there eventually. I'm so glad they didn't touch the game as far as the web. One area they did touch the game as far as like enhancement goes, as far as like I guess gameplay and progression goes, is they've changed the point values, the XP values for like for actions. Like in the original game, it was 10 points for a kill. I forget the old ones. At least in like regular game modes. In Domination was 5 points a kill, and I think maybe 10 points a capture. I don't remember. Point values were really low. That's kind of my point. And with this, with Modern Warfare Remastered, it's more like you 100 points per kill. Plus, you get points for UAV assists, which you didn't get in the original COD 4. There's also a few other ones which I can't name them all right now because they're not actually all the point values. The exact differences in point values between this game and the original. I'm not exactly sure about the search and destroy values, or any other values, mainly because I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But still. What else do I gotta say? Yeah, I do have 2 other videos for Modern Warfare Remastered planned this weekend. I'm going to talk about my opinion on the map Shipment, which I have my opinion on that map isn't exactly a popular opinion. And I'm also going to do a video about why I personally think the perks Juggernaut and Stopping Power were, in my opinion, were 100% balanced and were just fine, and they didn't need to take them out in the later Call of Duty games, which, again, another video, so stay looking for that this weekend, sometime this weekend. So, one question that has just been kind of, just kind of end the video here on this one question. Is Modern Warfare Remastered worth the $80 that you have to pay for it? Because that's a question I wanted to address here, and I wanted to address here in this video, near the end. In my opinion, it's really case specific. Like I already said, like it's one of the best remasters probably of this generation, of this console generation, as far as like bringing the last gen game over to the new gen. But is it worth the $80 price point? In my opinion, it's very case specific. If you are just after Modern Warfare Remastered and do not give a shit about Infinite Warfare whatsoever, then I would say either A, you have 2 options. A, wait for a sale. Wait for this game, especially with Christmas coming up. You'll probably see a sale for this game at some point on like PlayStation Store or whatever, or even on Steam or whatever. If you want to play it on PC, you can wait for a sale, and maybe you can get it down. Maybe you can get it down to like maybe just regular price, like $60. You'll still have to buy it. I mean, if you do get on a sale for like $60 or something like that around like Christmas time, you'll still have to get you'll still have to pay for Infinite Warfare, but at least you're not shelling out more than a full price game for a remaster. Or you can your other option is you can wait until it's sold separately, which will happen at some point, which I'm sure will happen at some point later, at some point next year. I have no insider information or anything like that. That's just pure speculation. But just judging by Call of Duty history and, pre-order bonuses and deluxe edition and special edition bonuses were pretty much always made available to everyone. I'm pretty sure this game will be released separately for like $20 or $30 at some point in the future, some point next year, probably. My assume. It's just my guess. And but I mean, if you are willing to spend the $80 on it, go right ahead. I mean, knock yourself out. But if you are, if you are interested in Infinite Warfare in any way, whether it's be zombies, campaign, multiplayer, or any combination of those, then I say if you're gonna get Infinite Warfare for like the campaign or whatever, like I did, like I got Infinite Warfare mainly for the campaign of Infinite Warfare, and so when I bought it, I was like, I might as well throw down the extra $20 for COD 4. So, if you're gonna get Infinite Warfare anyways, I would say go ahead, definitely throw down the extra $20 and get it, and get Modern Warfare. But again, if you're just after Modern Warfare, either wait for a sale or wait for it to be released separately. But anyways, guys, another announcement: I will be doing a review of the Infinite Warfare campaign at some point, just like I did for the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign. Though I cannot give you a definite, time window for it. Sometime in the next few weeks, hopefully, whenever I finish the Infinite Warfare campaign. I can't exactly tell you when it'll be, but it'll be some point in the next few weeks. But anyways, guys, that's enough of me rambling. Please tell me what you think of Modern Warfare Remastered. Are you going to get it? Are you not going to get it? Are you going to wait for it to be released separately? Are you going to pay? Are you going to fork up the $8? Please like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.